I remember him not wanting to be a pastor when he was called to be a pastor. It sort of freaked him out, and he was about maybe 18 and on his way to college, and the Lord just kept prodding him, and he just kept running from it, and he to the point where he would get up at night and run through the house and wake everybody up, telling the Lord to leave me alone. I don't want to preach. You heard me. I don't want to preach. So we were like, what in the world is wrong with this boy? Why is he running through the house like this and waking everybody up? But then he say stuff like, I want to have fun in life. I don't want to preach. So it was kind of something that you won't forget because it was so present at the time, in everybody's life.
After a while, of course, we figured it out and we just ignored him. But the first time we were like, what's going on? He was like, I don't want to preach. God is calling me to preach and I don't want to. We sit and we kind of like, talk over, what does that mean? What does that look like? And he was just like, I just don't want to do it, and so I knew that was a struggle, that he was having within himself because he was thinking that his life was going to be boring, he wouldn't be able to do the things he wanted to do because, he's a free spirit, like fun person, want to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it. So he was feeling like he may have been restrained in becoming a pastor. So, me being a teenager too, I was like, yeah, I can understand where you're coming from, with that. But, I was like, well, if that's your calling, that's probably, what you need to do.
He always knew what he wanted to be and what his goals, he had goals as a young person. And he always tried to fulfill those goals.
Yeah, happy 10-year anniversary. I'm really proud of you and just keep on doing what you're doing. And like you said again, happy anniversary.
If he continues to do what he's doing, I mean, like just even his vision from moving from the old church to the new church, and just he's never gonna stop because he's always gonna want to get more people involved. He really likes to, just help families and the community as a whole. So, I don't see a ceiling for him, to be honest.
I think he wanted to be well-rounded and innovative, and I think he just wanted to be that leadership role, showing the possibility that he has. And if when we gather ourselves around him, then you can feel that energy that he has. And I think he just wanted to be a great leader.
I was like, there had to be God because Chauncey was wild. And from what I remember about my nephew, he was wild. So I figured it had to be God that called him.
I remember your pastor coming over as a young man, asking this older man, what is it like to be a preacher? I think I've been called. So my husband talked with him and kept encouraging him. And when I knew anything, he was enrolling in school to become a preacher. I'm saying, Chauncey, no. But he's such a wonderful young man. I had no doubts that he would be an excellent man of God.
I remember my brother telling him he was supposed to be a preacher, and then I was asleep, and he came in and talked about my brother was supposed to be a preacher. And then my brother was like, no, I'm not supposed to be one. And they go back and forth for about 30 minutes to an hour, then he started running around the house talking about, okay, I'm gonna preach. And that's kind of like how I remember it.
Niece and nephew. Yeah, it's kind of fun if you really think about it.
We get to go in his office.
Yes, I know, but
yeah.
Okay, well, I like how he's so confident on when he's on stage, when he's preaching and stuff. He really knows what he's doing, when he's on stage.
He inspires me because he's funny and he knows how to make up jokes and stuff.
In the summertime, Uncle Chauncey, he'll always take us somewhere. He took us to Busch Gardens once. He always takes us to do something nice, so it's fun when we come up here.
I don't see nothing but greatness for Pastor Maxwell. It's always been great. He's a blessing. The Lord has blessed him tremendously thus far. you know, with not only the ministry, but all his other endeavors. And for me, Pastor, it's nothing but there's no ceiling, you know, no height that he can not achieve.
It's no telling. It's no telling where he may end up because he is prepared. And he has the temperament, he has the desire, and he has God on his back. And it's no telling where he may end up, but we expect great things from him.
You know what? He's a tornado. And I really don't know. You think he's going one way, and then he sets out and goes another way. So he's very unpredictable. But I think he's gonna get more into politics than he is. I think he's leading towards politics now. And so that's what I think his next journey will be.
And he probably end up President of the United States. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised.